Good afternoon, welcome, it's Anna here. Today I am here with a flip through of this. This is my very first ring bound journal, and this is a 3-ring journal. I have never made a ring bound journal before, and this is an experiment, but I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. So this journal is about 6 inches by 9¼ and it doesn't have a spine, so it has 41 pages and it is made out of an old book cover that was quite beaten up. It was an old school atlas, and I purchased this many years ago on Öland in Sweden, and I finally got around to making it into a journal. On the front cover, this is a genuine vintage photo postcard, and it's just fastened with these 4 photo corners. I love this journal, it's so cool. Anyway, let's start the flip through. The end papers are really nice. I think it's so, at least. Throughout the books. Sorry about that. I just had to go speak to my dogs a bit. Anyway, this is the original first page of the book, and lovely foxing here. I have reinforced many of the pages with different things, and the book was originally published in 1905. Here is a piece of another old end paper in gold. I think that is quite nice. This is a vintage page from a religious type book, I think. No date on that. This is a vintage, an old flyleaf from a book. This is also from another book, and this has advertisements for different hotels in London to Linemouth, I think. Different hotels. And Melvin House and Foley Arms. I think that's cool. Here is a genuine vintage photo postcard. And this one has been it says there's a little letter there, and this is from the New Year's Eve 1910. A lovely lady sitting in her house. This is a genuine postanvisning where you pay your bills in the post office, and this one is from 1952. That's a flip, and the photo postcard goes there. We have some wallpaper. This is a vintage genuine piece of ephemera, and it's a lottery ticket, a sample, and it's just clipped there. And we have bullet journal paper with a genuine vintage stamp. We have a blue index card with the letter Q on it. This is from a calendar, and I don't know that this is from 1939. I don't know the language of it. And something written on the upside down there. This genuine vintage ephemera. We have a quite thick photo of an oak that I thought was cool. We have tea-dyed paper with lace on it. Lacy tea-dyed paper. This is a, I believe it's the back of a notebook that I decided to put here, and I fastened this genuine vintage aerogram on it, and you can journal on here if you like. And to match that, I've added some stamps up here. And those are genuine stamps as well. We have some music. This is the first page of an old book with organ music, and I have mended it with some full vintage cellophane tape. We have, this is a vellum that I have that I think was cool and I wanted to add. Some lined notebook paper. This is a pocket made out of a map and a piece of file folder, and inside it is, this is a vintage it's actually a bill from 1950, and someone bought some kind of, I don't know what they bought actually, but the company makes has supplies for making furniture, and the bill was paid as well. And that's genuine vintage, and I'm putting it back in the pocket. On the other side here is a belly band made from some scrapbooking paper, and inside is a postcard, greetings from Borlänge. This was sent in 1926, and we also have a receipt. And those go in there. Here is some stamping down here on this piece of notebook paper. This is tea dyed, a bit thicker, and there is a genuine vintage window envelope, and inside it is a journaling card that I made with some collage on it and book page and vintage image from a book that goes in here. This is another receipt. No, it's a letter about someone not paying their bills in 1949. This is some Tim Holtz backdrops. I have just clipped on a playing card and a doily on it. This is a vintage order form from Clas Ohlson. This company still exists. Here's another vintage window envelope with someone has paid something, and inside it I put a genuine cabinet card. Because this has been what's that called? It has been put there with I'm making the never mind, you know what I mean. Staple, that's it. We have some tea dyed stationery, and that's a genuine vintage matchstick label. We have some file folder that flips, and that's a genuine vintage photo that has been mended. This was in a photo album, and when I got it out it tore a bit, and I have mended it with some faux cellophane tape, and I put some lace down here. And this is genuine vintage ephemera. Here is a page from the original text block from this book, and as I said, it was a atlas. So this was from Sweden. This is more tea-dyed paper. We have a small tack spot with Tim Holtz ephemera down here, and a little tag that I made with a sticker and a label. This is also from the original text block. Here is some glassine envelope that I have dyed with alcohol inks on, and I have fastened a genuine vintage photo there. Inside the pocket there is a little strip of sample on a antique book page, samples of watercolor, and also a little letter inside it. Here is another window envelope, and inside this is this tag that I made from a photo. No, not a photo, from an envelope, and I did this in one of my Use It to Lose It's. Some rub-on and other stuff on it. Really love that one. And also inside is some ration cards from the Second World War, I believe. Maybe the first even. That one I used some labels to fasten it in the rings. We have another fly leaf from a book. That's from 1974. This is a coupon, German vintage. We have a page from a book called Prince and Other Dogs, and that contains vintage images of dogs. We have another old fly leaf, a bit thicker, and I have just pinned this receipt there. This is a botanic book page, and behind it is another one of the blue end papers from a book. We have some more wallpaper and a genuine vintage ticket there. More tea-dye paper. We have another vintage envelope here, and inside this you have different small book pages and also a genuine wine label from 2010. We have some Edith, of course, and clipped here is one of my little scrap booklets from book page, and some papers in it you can journal on, and some lace and stamping on front. And I made this in a Use It to Lose It as well. There we go. And the last page is the original fly leaf of the book. So that is it. That's my first ring bound journal. So much fun to make. Definitely not my last ring bound journal. This will be available in my Etsy shop shortly. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think. Is there anything I should think about when making another ring bound journal? If you have any tips. And I'll be back soon with another video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.